Country music legend Glen Campbell dies at age 81. His publicist revealed that the cause of his death was Alzheimer's disease. Glen had said in 2011 that he had Alzheimer's and wanted his fans to know the reason if he were to appear disoriented on stage. His last performance was in Napa, California on November 30th, 2012. And by 2014, he had been admitted to a long-term care and treatment center near Nashville. Glen released his final studio album, Adios, in June 2017. The album featured appearances by Willie Nelson, Vince Gill, and 3 of his children. His struggle with Alzheimer's on tour was documented in a 2014 documentary titled Glen Campbell, I'll Be Me. Glen Travis Campbell was born on April 22, 1936, near Bellstown, Arkansas. His father was a cotton sharecropper. Glen was the 7th son in a family of 8 sons and 4 daughters. When he was 5, his father bought him a 3/4-sized guitar for $5 from a Sears and Roebuck. By the time he was 6, he was performing at local radio stations. At 14, he quit school and went to Albuquerque, where his father's brother-in-law, Dick Biltz, had a band that was appearing on radio and television. He joined the band, playing guitar and singing in clubs. When he was 22, Glen moved to Los Angeles in 1960 and played with a rock and roll group named The Champs. By then, his guitar skills had improved tremendously, allowing him to work as a session musician in recording studios, playing for artists like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Nat King Cole, Elvis Presley, the Beach Boys, and the Mamas and the Papas. Glen was also quite proficient on the banjo, mandolin, and bass. In 1963 alone, he played and sang on 586 songs. He was known for his humor and energy, lighting up every recording session. After playing on numerous Beach Boys sessions, in 1964 he became a touring member of the band and remained so till 1965. Although Glen had been making records in his own name since the 1960s, it was only in 1967 that he found success. His recording of John Hartford's Gentle on My Mind hit the charts, followed by his version of By the Time I Get to Phoenix, which hit the top 40. He won 4 Grammys that year. Soon after that, he was signed as the host of the Smothers Brothers Summer Replacement Show. The success of the show led to his own series titled The Glen Campbell Good Time Hour on CBS, which became a hit, which led to further movie roles. Glen made his Las Vegas debut in 1970 and a year later performed at the White House for President Nixon and for Queen Elizabeth II in London. During these times, Glen started to drink heavily and use cocaine. Speaking on this, Glen said, "The public had no idea how I was living." By the mid-1970s, he'd had hits like Rhinestone Cowboy and Southern Nights, with Rhinestone Cowboy becoming his largest-selling single to date. By 1980, he had gone through his 3rd divorce, talking of which he said, "Perhaps I've found the secret for an unhappy private life. Every 3 years I go and marry a girl who doesn't love me, and then she proceeds to take all my money." In 1982, he married his 4th wife, Kimberly Woolen, whom Glen credits for straightening him out. Throughout the 1990s, Glen released a series of gospel albums, and in later years appeared on evangelical TV shows. In 2005, Glen performed along Jimmy Webb for a program of Webb's songs. Glen also continued to record, releasing his 60th album, Meet Glen Campbell, in 2008, which featured covers of songs by U2, Green Day, John Lennon, among others. He released Ghost on the Canvas in 2011, and following his Alzheimer's diagnosis, Glen embarked on a final goodbye tour with 3 of his children joining him in his backup band. After his final show in Napa, Glen went in to record his final album, Adios, which was not revealed until 5 years later. His wife spoke on this, saying he wanted to preserve what magic was left. Glen recorded his last song, I'm Not Gonna Miss You, in these sessions. This song was released in September 2014 while being featured in his documentary titled Glen Campbell, I'll Be Me. In 2015, Campbell was nominated for Best Original Song at the 87th Academy Awards, along with his fellow songwriter Julian Raymond. Glen went on to win the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2012 and the ACM Career Achievement Award in 2016. In 2017, Glen's final album, Adios, was released featuring 12 songs from his 2012 and 2013 sessions. Glen passed away at age 81 of Alzheimer's disease in Nashville on August 8, 2017. He is survived by his wife Kim Campbell and 8 children. Known to many as a country music legend, we remember and honor him for his work.